Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and I have just created a webinar on alternative cancer interventions at KENNETHSTOLLERMD.com now. Cancer doesn't develop in isolation. It develops in an environment, and one of the most important features of that environment is inflammation. Inflammation is the body's natural defense system. In the short term, it helps us heal. But when inflammation becomes chronic, it stops being protective and begins to damage tissue, disrupt immune function, and alter normal cellular signaling. This chronic inflammatory state is increasingly recognized as a key contributor to cancer development and progression. This is important because we live in an inflammation nation. Chronic inflammation creates conditions that cancer cells exploit. It can promote DNA damage, encourage abnormal cell growth, support new blood vessel formation, suppress effective immune surveillance. In other words, inflammation doesn't cause cancer by itself, but it can help cancer survive, adapt, and spread. This is why inflammation is now viewed as part of the cancer ecosystem. Several of the interventions I review in detail in my webinar, Reducing Inflammation, which will help improve the internal environment in which healing occurs. Lower inflammation is associated with improved immune function, better metabolic balance, reduced oxidative stress, greater resilience during treatment. That's why integrative approaches increasingly focus on supporting the terrain, not just attacking the tumor. When you can use interventions that do both, you will be styling. Several evidence-informed strategies are commonly explored to help modulate inflammation. These include dietary approaches, such as stopping ultra-processed foods and emphasizing whole foods rich in antioxidants targeted supplements, often chosen to support inflammatory balance, and cellular health therapies like hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which are being studied for their effects on oxygenation, immune modulation, and inflammation. Not only reduce inflammation, but assist the mitochondria in cancer cells. Recognize that they need to help terminate that cell. The alternatives I review are not just supportive strategies, but have far better documentation of their efficacy than chemotherapy that fails almost all the time, monoclonal antibodies excluded. They are supportive strategies aimed at improving the body's overall capacity to heal. Inflammation doesn't just affect cancer. It influences fatigue, pain, cognition, and quality of life. Addressing inflammation is about more than disease. It's about creating conditions for recovery, resilience, and long-term health. In my cancer webinar, we'll explore the science of inflammation and how integrative, alternative, and supportive therapies not only address it, but get the job done, knowledge that has been hidden from the public because conventional cancer care is the bread and butter of the medical cartel. Yes, the same group that encouraged as many as possible to take the cancer-causing COVID bioweapon jab. Pretending to fight cancer has been very profitable. If you want to stop pretending, join the learning experience at KENNETHSTOLLERMD.com, where you can watch the webinar and be red-pilled, but be warned, once you are red-pilled, there is no going back.